Hello, everybody, and Nick is not in the call, so everything is fucked up. Sorry about that. Welcome back to 3.5 Dungeoneers. This is our number 2. No, it's because the overlay, if he's not in the conference, the camera has changed position. Anyway, you guys have made it to Hammerfist Holds, and you're now in the lower bed chambers. No, each of you has a room. And do you guys want to do anything for the night? No. I mean, you just got to your rooms. Yes, it is midnight. Okay, so any wishes you have from the servants? Hennessy?
Oh, my normal wish is totally on hold here. I don't want women with beards. I'm sorry, but this highwayman is putting that on hold.
Racist. Asking for a dwarf female. So, oh yeah, I completely
Apparently
forgot.
we're all muted, Chuky.
Yes,
oh my
yes.
god, you're
Yes.
so bad at this.
This always
You're
happens.
so bad at all this, Chuky's like.
Yes.
Oh, mute them now. Whoops, I missed the key.
So basically, they don't want to do anything else. The only devil was racist because he did not want women because they would have beards. So
Yeah, they get a bed every morning. It's like.
So basically what happens, like in my understanding, in my world of the Forgotten Realms here, is that a woman, a dwarven woman without a beard, is a whore. A complete and utter whore. That's out the corner of the
wow,
street.
dude, that's harsh.
No, and the
man.
idea that she has no honor. So that's why they shaved her beard. So
You say she has no honor. Don't go throwing around words you can't take back, Chuky.
so a dwarf without a beard is a dwarf without honor. That's what
Fair
we're
enough.
gonna
That's
go
fair
with.
enough. Male or female.
Yes,
I like that.
male or female.
That's not sexist. It's equal opportunity.
Equal opportunities. Even males can be whores.
Yes. Even males can be whores. But that's a bad word. No one should use that word.
Pleasure, company ladies or boys.
But you're not using it in that term. So are you saying that every dwarf that doesn't have a beard is
No, not necessarily. They just don't have honor. So basically, I mean, you might see a dwarf like begging on the street, but he would have no beard.
begging on the
Besides-
street?
Besides, my
But if they
family's
don't
in
have a
town.
beard.
I have to keep up appearances.
But mostly dwarves that do not have honor usually prefer to die on the battlefield, so they take an axe in their back and go and face a creature that they cannot defeat.
But wouldn't that be dying with honor?
Well, an honorable death to an unhonorable life. So basically, going out honorably. Though the act itself retains you the glory that you did not have in your life normally, or lost.
Okay.
Okay, so anybody you don't wanna do anything, okay? So you wait, you sleep. You sleep 6 hours? You sleep 4 hours? How does it go here?
I
Sleep
sleep
8
the required amount of hours to regain spells.
I'll sleep 8 hours. It'll be
Okay,
nice.
so if you sleep 8 hours, you wake up at 8 a.m.
That's
because
fine.
you made it here at midnight. Well, maybe 8, 9, something like that. Hennessy, how much do you sleep?
I think I sleep for 8 hours, full rest.
Good. Okay, so you all wake up. Breakfast is served to bed.
Okay.
Go on. And Well, what do you want to do?
Indulging in dwarven
Now-
breakfasts, lots of meats.
Lots of meats.
We go get the magic items.
We bring the
Identified.
magic items to the.
Time to go
dessert.
shopping.
Okay, so
We'll do that after we get the items identified, right?
So you go at Old Center Fair. You ask around the any servant would just get you there, and you enter this room, a grand library, and the saged old dwarf with a beard longer than his tall, sitting at the table reading from a huge tome, thicker than him.
Hello,
Huh?
says the half orc.
Huh? Huh?
Hello.
Huh?
Hello.
Oh.
By the way, I'm a girl.
Oh. Hello.
I
Hello.
thought-
He says, with like looking at you kind of weirdly, adjusting his what seem to be like metal wires around this like
Spectacles.
mirror essence. Yeah. It's
Glasses would
spectacle.
be a thing. There's probably quite a few people with glasses.
The king told us to look for you in case we want our items identified, our magic items
Oh
identified.
yes. I am the high archivist. I will do whatever you want. So, what did you want identified? You said your lunches,
Items, magic items, not lunches.
items. Good. Leave items here. I'll identify them.
I'll
Just try
start
not to
taking out-
misplace them.
I
I'll
turned to
take out
Bart
the
and said,
unidentified
"Should we
stuff.
trust
Beast
them?"
place? Beast place? What's a beast place?
The breastplate.
The breastplate? Was the breastplate was supposed to come here a couple of days ago? Where's the breastplate? You
I
delivering the
think you
breastplate?
have something in your ear.
I have something in my beer? I don't have
Ear.
a beer. I don't eat drinks.
I
so
point to the ear.
Oh, ear. Oh yeah. Takes out like a it's usually a small gizmo. It was in his ear, about this size. It's moving, like wires around it moving constantly. Oh yeah, this is a lot better. I can hear you now.
Perfect. We want
Could've
our
just
items identified.
Oh, okay. I understand this. Oh, I'll identify. I'll get them to you in an hour or so. Give me an hour. That should be enough.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll
Lovely.
put the items down.
Put unidentified items down, including
Okay.
ghost
And
dagger and sling.
So, we're gonna go
Magic gloves.
through all of them.
And that's
So,
it.
Hennessy, what did you place down?
I have unidentified magic mithril breastplate.
So the magic mithril breastplate is a +2 mithril breastplate.
What? That's insane.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I also have the 10 arrows from the storm caller.
Shock arrows. They do an additional. Actually, you can just check this up in the magic item compendium. Shock arrows. They should be like that. If I'm correct, they do an additional 1d6 electrical damage,
Usually.
and they are counted as a +1 arrow. So they do give 1+ to attack and to hit.
The gloves from the Stormcaller.
The gloves from the Stormcrawler. Give me 1 second to find those. A lot of items.
Magical gloves.
Yep.
The ghost dagger.
The
is that
ghost
one?
dagger, yes, the ghost dagger is treated as a +1 item, but the enchantment on it, the attack goes through armor and immediately
it's a-
attacks touch
It's a
AC.
touch AC.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it is a touch AC.
I think that was already figured out.
Well, you didn't know, your characters didn't know it, but you guys did know it.
My character suspected. I mean, he's been using it.
Of course, of course.
That's is that it?
I'm waiting for.
The sling.
This thing is a stun shot swing. Basically you hit with it, and the damage that you do is the DC save for the stun condition. It's a Constitution saving.
So when that
It's a 14.
When the guy
save.
got hit for 60 damage, he had to make a DC
Not
60
60
saving throw.
damage.
So.
No, it's not 60. It was 24. If I remember
Didn't-
correctly. 24, something with 20.
Didn't you hit something for like a huge amount? Like
Yeah. But I one-shotted that guy, so...
Oh yeah, you one-shotted the guy on the flying, the storm car. That was the guy you one-shotted with a stun storm swing.
Wasn't he like the boss of that group or something? I don't know.
You're like, yeah, and it just like right through his eye, then he falls down and his like head splatters.
Exactly. Give me. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm Stalker. Let's see. So he has a gloves of dexterity plus 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that. I'll pass that to the rogue.
Yes.
Plus
I'm
4
gonna replace
dexterity.
my current gloves of dexterity plus 2 and hand them off to someone else.
I guess the drunken brawler will probably take those.
If he was here.
Okay, and the last but not least item, if you identified all of them from this guy, is his staff. One second.
What about the dagger? I didn't hear it.
What dagger?
The
It goes
Ghost.
digger.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's already,
it goes exactly to touch AC. It surpasses like armor and goes exactly.
Oh,
to
that
touch
one. Okay.
AC. Yes. Let me see.
But no damage bonus.
Okay, and no damage bonus. So it's a plus 1 item.
D4 plus 1.
Okay, so the staff in itself is a staff of storm crowds. On it remain only 14 charges of 26 that were
I'll
initially
take
there.
the staff.
And I will tell you exactly what it does because I need to find it first.
I didn't think. Because I checked all the magical items, but I
This
guess
is
we
a
would check
new
them.
magic. This is a new magic item. This is specially designed for this campaign. So
Yeah,
at 1 charge, you write this down somewhere.
Can you just copy and paste it?
No, the PDF does not allow me to copy paste.
Oh, that's lame.
It's view only.
So it's storm cooler.
Yeah. So at 1 charge, you can for crowd. At 2 charges, you can call lightning. And at 4 charges, you can control weather. But there is a quite a big spellcaster check if you want to use it and you're not a you do not have the level for it.
I suppose I'll take it. Wait, what level is it?
That you don't know. Let me see the actual.
I have maxed out spellcraft. Though.
Oh no, sorry, no, that was for something else. No, you don't have. No, it's a caster check. It's a caster check that you do at scrolls that are higher level that you can cast. But this does not apply. No, these are charges on item.
If I can use it, I'll probably take it.
Yes, you can. Okay. Anything else that you guys have not identified?
That's all.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
So
that's all.
wait, as the spells, because usually they'll have like a spell according to it. So is there like a certain spell that is
So that's beyond what?
like each charge will like say like summon over summon clouds like lightning, control weather
No, that's
itself.
it. That's it. You need to choose like however many charges you use, 1, 2, or 4. If I said
4.
yeah, 1, 2, or 4.
1 to 4.
Yeah, but
That's one
usually-
effect.
Yeah, but usually there'll be like a spell effect or something. Like if you choose to control weather, it'll be like as if casting X.
No,
Or is that not the
this
case?
is no, this is not the case. This is completely just using the charges to cast that spell. That's all I have on the item, so that's all that this item does.
Okay.
Okay, anything?
Should I keep this stuff, guys?
It's either you or me. It doesn't. Oh, you can take it if you want, but
I usually stay at range, and this one has ranged stuff, so.
fair enough. I guess you can have it then.
Okay, could you remind me how many charges it had?
14.
14 of an initial 26. And
Okay.
it does not replenish.
I know. Okie dokie.
Good, so, I mean, you used up your other magical staff, now you have another one.
What was your other magical stuff?
No, all other
The
false.
Staff of Life.
Oh, okay.
In the previous
I
encounter
revived
that I
a couple
talked,
people.
Kalush, who is not here, which is Nick, and Devil. They died in the encounter, Dolph.
I know, everybody died.
Almost
Everybody
everybody. Volak barely
Am I
survived.
the only one that hasn't died in this?
And Cyro survived because his party were pretty smart and
But
came up
he
with a good
died and got resurrected.
He died and always resurrected now.
So out of this 4, I'm the only one that hasn't died.
Yet.
As like a living character. Okay, cool.
Okay, so you guys
I
have
will.
have identified your items. In comes a guard man, fully dressed with a plume in his head and a very big beard. Looks at all of you and says, sirs, the contingency are ready. We should depart for Brindle as soon as we can.
I need to shop for just a few minutes and then I'll be ready.
He nods his head. We'll be waiting outside. People are still rallying. You've gathered a lot of volunteers. Story has spread of your deeds.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll probably just wait outside with them. While
You go outside,
party shops.
and it's an impressive force. I mean, initially, the Lord sent you for a mercenary band that that the Hammerfist holds had to offer. This is maybe triple the numbers.
Well, I guess that's a positive thing.
Yes, there are actually people of the army of King Loknar, the mercenary contingency, and many of our volunteers, dwarves in all the rusty armors, sharpening their old swords. They do have aged, and some are younger, barely fitting their armors or buying even new ones, shiny ones that sparkle out of the forge, barely out of the forge. Okay, so let's go back to the party, and what do you want to do, Alex? Cyro.
I want to buy some diamonds.
Diamonds. How much do you want these diamonds to be worth? You are in the Dwarven City, you can find whatever diamonds you want.
2 diamonds worth at least 1,000 gold pieces each.
You can buy those easily. This is, as I said, this is a Dwarven City, and you are a guest of the king, so shop
So
price.
do they
easy.
do a discount for me? Since I'm
No.
not against the king?
No. You're still in a Dwarven City. You don't do discounts.
Okay. I buy
I'd-
2 diamonds worth 1,000 GP each.
I'd actually like to do a quick bit of shopping myself.
Awesome. Tell me what you're gonna do.
I remove
like to-
1,000 gold and 100 gold.
I'd like to seek out and purchase a spring-loaded gauntlet.
Okay, and then you need to tell me what it is to see if there's actually something that's like that here. Is it a magic item, or is it something you can...
It's a
can see?
mundane item, but it's a bit mechanical. It's basically a gauntlet that houses a groove for a crossbow bolt, and you flick your wrist in a certain way, and it fires the bolt.
Good.
I guess if anyone would have it, the dwarves would. Either that or
The gnomes maybe too as well. Crafty
Yeah.
people. And I mean, you're lucky. A tribe of dwarves recently passed through Hammerfist Holds, and upon entering a couple of shops, you do hear a rumor of this. Not few of their gizmos remain. They usually get sold real fast for a huge amounts of money. But walking around and asking people, they are more than grateful to, happy to answer you, and you find the site that you're seeking. It is, is there an actual price? And then
200 gold points.
Yeah, you can buy it at 350.
Worth it. I'll do it.
Okay, you get a 350
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed weapon.
Haha! Now I'm fully
Uh,
decked out with Assassin. And no, this isn't an Assassin's Creed weapon. This is now a Batman weapon. As I
What?
load my rope and crossbow bolt into this thing.
Okay.
Didn't.
So now I have a grappling hook gun on my arm.
Now you
Okay,
have a grappling hook gun.
Yeah, if we can recon it, I'd like to also get like 500 GP worth of oils.
Worth of oils.
Yes.
Is that a spell component?
Yeah, for last breath.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No problem.
Okay, cool.
Okay, the only thing I had with that was how much would it weigh?
It's
But-
just you can have like
Yeah.
oils that are worth like a lot.
I know,
That is
I know.
pretty small.
That's
It's just a spell component.
yeah, you can just put it in your spell components pouch, and that's about it. Anybody else want to do anything else before weaving Hammerfist holds?
I'm good.
Okay, so atop your mounts, you weave Hammerfist holds, going towards Brindle, the heart of the Elsire Vale. You travel a long way. Takes you, well, this is day, so you made it here, Hammerfist holds on day 30. You leave on day 31. It takes you, well, do you keep with the contingency? This is a question that I should ask you. I should have asked you before, but still, do you keep with the contingency with the army moving, or do you move ahead? Because moving alone would be a lot faster.
Yeah, I suppose we should move ahead.
Moving ahead sounds fine with me.
I had.
Okay, the dwarves promise to be there as fast as they can. So for you, it takes about 1 full day of travel to reach the crossroads over on here. You're not on this map, are you? I'll move you to the map. 1 second, it's gonna be an exchange of many maps. Good.
It's all blurry. No, it's not.
We'll load.
Good. So you are right here at the dot. Then, so this would be day 32 of your adventure.
Which way are we going? To Brindle.
You are going to Brindle, yes, which is up there.
What's the faster way?
I mean, from what you know, I mean, you could go straight to it if you want to, but
From what I know as like as a druid, how much time would that save and how easy would that be?
well, if it wasn't for a gigantic horde of creatures currently battling at Nyman's Gap, it would be pretty easy and pretty fast. It would save maybe like 2 days, but the bulk of the Red Hand, from what you knew before, you don't know what's happening now. This is a pretty outdated news, is that they were kept at Nyman's Gap.
Okay, I guess we're going through the other way though. Then the one to the right, or to east. Yeah, east.
Okay, so you get to Doff in an additional 2 days. We'll bring you to day 34. The way to Presser, which is now evacuated as well. There is absolutely nobody in Presser. It is not a ruined town as it's Doff because it was assaulted and destroyed, but it is completely and utterly evacuated. That brings you
Doth
to-
wasn't completely destroyed, just part of it.
Yeah, well, completely destroyed in the idea that there's nobody living, and most of anybody that was there was either turned to stone or mangled alive.
Nice.
And the rest of the way, the last 2 days, you make it to the city of Brindle, and the heart of the Elsire Vale. Moving you up at day 38 of your adventure. And
38.
let's jump to Brindle the map.
And then suddenly, a meteor.
A meteor. Okay. Brindle the map. You've been here before, but things are different. Quite different this time. It is impossible to miss the fact that the city is at war, Even though, as yet, there are no smoldering fires or war-torn battlefields, soldiers toil in what only a few weeks ago were idyllic orchards and productive farms, digging trenches, raising watchtowers, and securing wooden palisades. The city is almost completely surrounded by a 20-foot high wall of stone. The only stretch not protected is the section along the river that marks the city's northern boundary. 2 bridges cross the Elsire and connect the city with the river's far bank. The highest point in the town is a hill nestled in the southeastern quadrant. A large, well-built keep of stone surmounts this hill, its majestic towers rivaled by the presence of a nearby high cathedral. Despite the city's size, the streets are strangely silent and empty. Patrols of soldiers march down some roads, but there is little sign of the normal mercantile activity one might expect. Upon closer inspection, it seems that many of the town's buildings have been boarded over. War has indeed come to Brindle.
Kind of. Not yet. Hopefully.
How many days do we think the army is behind us?
You know what you know.
Well, we left
The
before
dwarves.
them. We're faster than them.
Sure, we could do a calculation. What's 3 plus 5?
Days?
Yes. Yeah, how much slower would it take an army to travel? It's like we would probably know this in this world, but we wouldn't know it in the real world because it's useless information here.
The idea is that it would move pretty damn slow, especially the fact that there's big resistance between them. But you don't know the reports. You don't have good reports. You need to know the situation as it is now to figure out how much time it would take the Red Hand to get to this place.
Not the red hand.
I,
No,
I
not
think we're
the
talking
red
about the
hand.
dwarves.
Our
Oh, the
dwarf
dwarves.
army.
Sorry, the dwarf army. It should reach town. Well, it would basically take an additional day for each of your days of travel. So basically, it took 1 day. That'd be 2, 6. It'll reach here in about. Actually, no. They wouldn't take a day for. No, they wouldn't take a day bonus. It'd be just actual couple of hours. In the process of it, it would be about 24 hours behind you. A full day
Okay,
of travel.
so I say let's go to the garrison and let's warn them that friends are coming.
Okay. So what do you guys do?
We go to the garrison, we look for the captain, and we
Oh,
ask. the
you're
doctor.
now at the entrance of the bridges.
Well, we
um,
asked to come in.
The guards look down at you, and the giant porticuses go open real fast. On the other side, Gareth, you recognize this person. He is a close friend of yours, another operative of Lord Jarman.
I know him apparently. Hey,
You know.
Steve, how are you? What's his name?
Gareth. Yeah,
Is his
yes,
name actually Steve?
His name is Steve. Yes, you just named
Yes.
him. Gareth, you made it. By the gods. How is it going out there?
Oh, you know it's pretty rough out there, but nothing we can't handle, right?
You can see many guards looking at you, trying to overhear what you're saying. So, tell us true. Are the dwarves coming?
Well, I suppose in a few words, yes. Slowly as dwarfs do, though.
He sighs heavily, and you can hear several people cheer and enjoy above the walls. Any help is welcome. A lot of strange people arrived a couple of days ago, offered to help some elves. This giant with a couple of this old adventuring party that calls themselves the Golden Company. Heard of
You
them?
don't know about the Golden Company?
He looks at you. Wow. I must say, I have never seen a half-orc female. Sorry, madam, I meant no offense.
Don't worry about it. I
Don't worry.
hadn't
She used
even. I
She used to be a
it's-
human.
His eyes gonna
I
go wide.
hadn't seen an half-orc female before a week ago. So don't worry about it. It's not that uncommon.
Um, uh, okay. Well, the Lord would like to see you soon, Gareth. If that is okay. Are you rested? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I think we're all fine, and we are up to the task.
He nodded his head. Well, follow me. He has asked me to bring you over as soon as you can.
Sure thing.
Okay. So
On your dime.
you are brought through the city to the keep in the middle, number 18 here on the map. The keep. You guys have seen it before. Everybody has seen it before, but upon seeing it even again, it is obvious that dwarves have had a big hand in creating this marvelous piece of fortification. It is impressive, to say at the least. You are being brought up into a massive courtyard that a couple of weeks ago was full with petitioning nobles and merchants that were trying to get as much as they could before they needed to leave the
Oh wait,
Oh, is that
that
better?
was back.
Sound has returned!
sound has returned. Okay, sorry about that, but my microphone is
I
not
think
working.
that was just Skype.
Good.
Skype's just like,
Oh, okay, yeah, Skype just they don't like us.
Scap's like, I'm done.
So where did I stop?
you were going like this before, like right
something
after
about the
it. You
castle.
were like the.
Yeah, so you're going up the you went up to the castle, as I said, in the plaza in front of the fortress. The once full plaza a couple of weeks ago is now just completely empty. When howling through it, you're being brought up the staircase to where the lord and the meeting chamber is. On the way, you see Captain Soana Nitha, the Lion of Brindle that initially put you on this path. She looks at Hennessy, being the only one she actually recognizes, and nods a salute at him. Seeing Gareth as well, smiles at him, and joins in behind you, towards the lowest chambers. Entering this room, in front of you, you see 5 people standing. 4 at the table, and 1 over to the side. Okay, and this is a very big picture that I need to... Oh, that's too big. Nah, this should be okay. They raise up upon seeing you, 3 of them. 1 still sitting down and looking at you as if... looking all over you, judging you. Let me just get to the descriptions. And we can jump right into it. The low murmur of a dozen muted conversations falls silent as the great doors at the southern end of this great hall are opened by a pair of guards for your passage. The room beyond is a large chamber, the polished, smooth stone floors and walls set with many alcoves. The ceiling rises to a cavernous height of nearly 40 feet, and deepest, narrow windows reach nearly to that height along the northern wall. A single long table dominates the middle of the room, its surface covered with books, maps, ledgers, parchments, sketches, drinks, and plates of half-eaten food. Okay. And alrighty. Lord Jarmuth stands in front of you. You know him, Gareth, and everybody has not seen him before. He's the guy on the far left of the picture you're seeing. He is a lean man with a short portrait. Well, you guys see them. I don't necessarily need to introduce them. So those are the people. I'm gonna name them. Lord Jarmuth sits at the far left. Lady Varessa Call, the well, you've seen her before.
It's supposed to be like a gnome or halfling or dwarf.
No. She's supposed to be a human. She is a human.
She's short.
She's standing down. She's standing down. Everybody else is raised.
Oh, okay.
You've seen her before. She is the mistress of that lord that you stayed one night over at. Captain Lars Ulverth, the captain of the Lions of Brindle. And
what a tame.
last but not least, Tredora Goldenbrow, a Asimar, the a high cleric of Peror here in Brindle. To the side, you recognize now two faces. Celilia Starsinger, the leader of the Kitiator, the elves that you managed to convince to help in this war against the Red Horde. And another familiar figure, but, well, he's wearing the same robes. He's wearing the... Wait, but he's a female. What? This is Immerstal the Red. You've seen him before. It's impossible to not recognize his robes and his attire. But he used to be a man the last time you saw him.
Who?
A mage that they dealt with the first time they came to Brindle.
You look
reincarnated,
different.
I see.
Experiment's gone wrong. You know, it happens.
Yes, awkward situations abound, it seems.
Well, welcome,
girdle of
everybody. Says
girdle of something.
welcome, everybody. Says old Jarmuth. We have been expecting you some time since. Please sit down. We'd like to hear all that happened. 4 seats are brought to you, and well, a huge platter of food for your bear.
Yes.
And Lord Jarmuth sits you down and says, Tell us how things went, Gareth. Tell us everything. Spare no detail.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just that.
Okay,
We've already gone over.
Yeah.
We've already gone over everything this session, so.
So basically, you tell him everything. Do you omit anything?
Just considering the lich. Yeah, I probably won't say. I probably won't say anything about like the lich joining the cause or anything.
Okay, you say nothing about that. Well, you know what?
But the dwarves.
He is pretty happy at hearing this. The other woman to the side still looks at you judgingly. The captain asks many questions in doing this, especially of how many dwarves are there coming, any other help on the way, how were the people that you fought, and asks a lot of details about the fights themselves.
I'll indulge him in it.
And the last person seems to judge you as well, but not the same face that Lady Kel has. Sasimar is looking at you with hope, but at the same time reluctance.
Strange.
Well, so says old Jarmuth, that is good to hear. We've had well, not so much good news in the past few days. We're about to start some discussions for today. concerning the defense and, well, the overall plan when the Red Horde gets here. It's not far out. Talman's Gap has reported many losses. They're falling. They're gonna retreat soon. Maybe 4 more days until the Red Horde gets here. We need to be prepared.
What's the plan?
Well, we'd like your input on this. We've discussed many things, but have come to an accord on few. Give me 1 second. So, the battle plan. I, for a reason, think that we should take the Red Horde face on when they actually show themselves. We don't need to lose our structures and our fortresses before we actually need to. Damage to the whole city might be averted if we cut down their forces with our own. And trust them, they're well prepared for this type of thing, and they've been preparing themselves ever since we've first heard the word from the people coming from Dungeoneers Ferry.
Hey now, better
Haven't
the
you set up some... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hey now, better the stone and mason work which can be repaired given time than lives which can never be replaced.
The man, Captain Oveth, raises himself up and says, "They're vastly outnumbered. I've told old Jarmuth this many times. I've first-hand seen the horde at Timon's Gap. Impossible to face head-on. I say that we keep our numbers behind the walls and let them waste valuable resources getting to us."
Did you set up some traps on the way? If you could dwindle their numbers while they're still getting to us, that could help.
Well, there's a vast open plain beyond this. There's not much of anything but north. From where they're coming, we're gonna see them miles coming, but traps, we have not thought of that, says the captain of the guard.
Can you not think of traps?
How do you not think of traps?
Well, there's many to be done in the city that was never prepared for an attack of this scale.
Well,
And what traps should we... What do you
Well,
suggest?
you could find local sources of water on the way, and you could poison it.
Oh, that has already been done. Every orchard has been already burned, and every well has been poisoned. But that won't help. From our reports, looking back at the other faces, they all sit down and have a grim face, and the high cleric shakes her head and does this. They've been eating their victims, and they have enough supplies to last a trip to Denver.
Well, it's good that they can't drink their victims, right?
The
I
high
suppose they'll be
cleric
pretty
looks at
pissed.
you like this.
What I'm saying is that if they're eating their victims, where are they getting their water source from? That's why poisoning all the wells and all the water sources would still work.
From they have a lot of fine creatures.
create water on the Gareth. Over his head.
I'm sure not all of them have that power though.
Well, any experienced magic user can do that, but from what I've heard, the bulk of the water that they get is carried over by their wyverns and dragons from Dungeoneers Ferry itself back to the army.
That seems rather practical use of such a majestic beast.
She said they have a lot of them, they can spare them. I've seen them, says the captain of the guard. Lady Call, who raises her voice and says, "I think we should keep our men behind the walls. It's not worth it. Full frontal attack." Lord Jarmuth looks back at her We've had this debate many times before. What do you say, adventurers?
Well, of course, using the defenses and striking them with ranged artillery is best. Well, they're not inside the castle or the town.
So
Also,
how this meeting
we
is
have
gonna
to
go, by
keep-
the way, you need to, like, when you say this, like, you need to do me a diplomacy check if you want to convince a certain somebody, and you tell me who the object of your diplomacy check is.
We're not asking for an opinion, you're just giving it an opinion. You're not going to be like,
Yeah.
I want to change your opinion.
I'm saying if you want to give an opinion, you can give an opinion, but if you want to actually try and actively convince somebody of your opinion, give me a diplomacy check.
Sure, I'll try to convince the one
you're
that
the-
wanted to
Charisma.
go outside.
So roll the Jarmeth, the one on the far left.
Okay.
He looks
23.
at you, I mean, you talk for a while. He eventually nods his head and says, well, I see your point. My men are well prepared, but maybe it's too much to ask them to take on.
They would be vastly outnumbered out there.
plus any life saved by stonework getting destroyed is another life for the actual battle.
The other people nod. Well, let's take it to a vote then. Those who vote to keep our forces inside of the walls, raise your hands. The council, this is only a council vote.
I know.
I raise my hand.
The council all like kind of easily raises their vote. After like 3 people raise their hand, Cerelia in the back raises her hand as well. And Lord Jarmuth, in the end, raises his hand and says, well, the matter is decided then. We'll keep our forces behind the walls and try and do as much damage as we can from there. And before we jump on and continue on with the rest of this
Make sure the
conference-
make sure the people, the children especially, are in a safe place in the town if they're going to invade the walls.
We've already talked about that.
Evacuate.
It is in the conference. We'll get to that as well. Not just said. But next, I think the most important thing here
It's taking a break.
is taking a break.
What? I called that so well.
Yes, you did. So, we'll see you all for the final hour of 3.5 Dungeoneers this week after 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes. Okay, see you guys on the other side. Bye bye.